All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, just gonna jump right into this. This is some of the footage that NASA actually should have shown in their recent UAP conference, or whatever they were trying to call it a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if this has been debunked, or it may have been something, maybe a piece of debris that the ISS was following. But this video clip right here is going to be a little bit over a minute long. And whatever this is, the ISS is actually following it and filming it, and it actually got recorded. And you see they're continuously following him. If I'm not mistaken, I know the ISS travels at a couple of thousand miles per hour. So if it's actually following this, whatever this is has to be traveling at that speed as well. But you'll see in just a few minutes that, or just a few seconds or so, that this object is actually going around the Earth, or covering some of the surface of the top of the Earth, and then it actually ascends up into outer space, and then the video footage actually stops. So you'll see that in just a minute. You see how they keep tracking it? So it's like they knew something was there, and then bam. And I don't know if this is actually what we're calling the black satellite, which I'll do a whole video on that at some point in time, but this doesn't look to be the same shape and object as that black satellite that's apparently rotating around the Earth as well. But you guys see that as this descends up, it may even look like there's possibly an exhaust coming from the back of it. Not 100% sure, but it's going to actually descend up into space, and then the video footage is going to shut off. So it's pretty interesting that this kind of information was actually not shown at that NASA conference, and they claim they have nothing. If they would have showed this, this would have been a done deal right there. People would have actually put more trust into NASA and wouldn't have had that acronym. What is it? Not always stating the facts or truths or whatever. It's kind of funny, but they got all kinds of acronyms for NASA. But then the footage shuts off after that. So pretty interesting stuff. I mean, here's one with what seems to be either a triangular shaped object. I'm going to slow it down and blow it up, or what could be the Aurora TR3B. And here it is, kind of slowed down. You guys are just going to see three lights, and it's probably one object, but it's funny how we always see three lights at night like that. And I got a couple more clips I'm going to show you. So it could actually be one object, or it could actually be three objects just flying in unison with one another. Here it is, kind of zoomed in there. You see how they kind of move just a little bit. That's what makes me think that it's probably not a solid object, but it could be. But it could be just three objects, like I said, flying together in sync with one another. And I think it's kind of funny that a lot of these photos and videos of images taken at night always show three lights, whether it's in a triangle shape or they're somewhat in a V shape. Here is something that some people said was probably CGI. I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like this always comes in threes. This was actually taken out the window of an airplane. And of course, this isn't the first time. They were seeing this back in the 40s. They called it balls of fire, or Foo Fighters. And I did a video on that a long time ago. So here's some basic images of what people were seeing. Of course, there is four lights actually. And then here's those four lights again there. So pretty interesting that was actually being reported back in the 40s. Like mid 40s or something. They were calling them Foo Fighters back then. But the same stuff is actually being reported today. Now we're seeing more and more of these lights. So maybe it's experimental craft we're working on. It could be extraterrestrial, interdimensional. We don't know. But they're still reporting on seeing, you know, lights in the sky. Here's another video of seeing three lights in the sky. First it's two, and then you see a third light kind of appear down there. And this is triangular shaped here. This looks more triangular shaped than the previous one. But there's tons of videos out there that actually show these lights in the sky. So I'll get into that in another video. But there's also some recent stuff about more whistleblowers actually coming out. 30 plus other whistleblowers are coming out. News Nation report on, a couple other channels are reporting on it as well. So I'm going to look into this a little bit more to see if I can actually get some names of some of these people and then give you guys an update on this. So as always, don't forget to like, subscribe. Appreciate you guys watching, and stay tuned for the next video.